positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, ensure courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect again. Thank you. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats and direct your attention to the north end of the gymnasium for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. First visitors, the Trinity Trojans. Led by head coach Fairview. Number 2, Ian Duncan. Fairview Warriors. Freshman forward, 6'3", number 15, junior guard, 6'4", number 0, forward, 6'1", number 5, junior guard, 6'1", number 30, and senior forward, 6'4", number 4,
Welcome in, folks. CVC TV back on the air tonight again from Fairview High School. The matchup, the home Fairview Warrior boys taking on the visiting Trinity Trojans right here on Chagrin Valley Conference.com. Kyle Cornell, AA Anthony Alfred with you. As always on the call, a AA another Metro Division matchup between two of the best in the CVC.
Yeah, two of the very best. You're talking about Fairview, who's 11-2, coming in 3 straight wins, 6-1 in the Metro. But right behind them, Trinity 4-1 in the Metro. And it was this Trinity team, talk about Fairview having 2 losses. Those 2 losses are to St. Ed's and to Trinity. So this is a loaded matchup. A lot of storylines here tonight.
So much to break down as the tip is underway. Fairview gets possession. And we're underway from Fairview, Ohio. Will Allen with the ball to lead it off here for the Warriors. Allen was questionable tonight, but he's good to go. Leading scorer on this team, nearly 22 points a game this year, AA. He has been impactful inside and out.
Unreal, and the offense operates through him.
And a bump foul there, going to go on number 5, Justin Sims, I believe. It will be his first. Because Burke Lowry on the drive. That may sound familiar. Quarterback for the football team, playing some basketball as well.
In fact, we got 2 quarterbacks on the court here tonight.
Well, Lowry tried to shoot that one from the corner. It goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Fairview. They say it was tipped off the backboard. Yeah, Aiden Duncan, the other side, number 2 for the Trinity Trojans in blue. See him make plays all the time on the football field.
Going to see a ton of athleticism.
A good layup inside. That one's no good. Ball eventually tracked down right there by Sims. And back come the Trojans. 5-7 on the season, but 4-1 in the Metro Division. They've been great inside the CVC Metro. Only lost to Cuyahoga Heights. It's issued the current 3-game losing streak. That was one of those games. Trinity tries to right the ship a little bit here, AA.
Well, talking with both coaches, both teams. Oh, good 3-pointer.
That one's good. The bottom right there for Cooper Hughes, the senior. He gets the first points of the ball game. 3-0 Trinity.
Both teams and both coaching staff said they want their teams to play their style of basketball, which for both up-tempo, kind of moving things around, communicating up top. We're going to see that here tonight.
Well, Coach Ryan Berry told us, obviously, in pregame that, hey, we didn't play our type of basketball. I drive inside, it's up, and it is an offensive foul. Lowry gets called for it. Great charge taken inside by Hughes, and Trinity starting off solid, AA. Good defense and some good offense on their first possession.
Taking full advantage of leadership. Of course, Hughes, along with Duncan, 2 of the players that's been involved with this varsity program. Talking 3 years here. They're the heart and soul of this team.
Much now as Duncan has the ball here in the forecourt. 3-0, 6.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Trinity out to a good start.
One of the spotlight games in all Northeast Ohio right here tonight.
Up inside is good with the right hand. Cooper Hughes, lefty with the right-handed finish. 5-0 Trinity.
He has the size, the length and size that could be unmatched here on this floor.
And speed, too, able to get out there and make some plays with the wheels. Inside-out game for both these teams important. Allen trying to work his way in. He gets the ball taken away. Richards working. Gets the get in the air, lays it up, pushed through, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and I believe it is going to, actually, no, it's going to go to Fairview. They say Trinity was the last to touch it.
Those are always tough plays to make. You think like, man, got the basket right there. You have the defender flying up. Could not finish.
Yeah, Deshaun Richards had the good pump fake, but couldn't get the finish. Now back comes Allen and Fairview. Going to break the seal on that backboard.
Again, a Fairview team that won their very first district title last year.
3-pointer up, and it's good. The freshman, Carter Regan, knocks it down. First points of the game for the Warriors.
If you look through this Fairview roster.
Well, backdoor cut, too, on a good find. Cooper Hughes has all 7 points.
And this is how fast Trinity's offense moves. But if you look through Fairview's roster, only one senior, but loaded with experience, loaded big games. They're 6-0. In games decided by 5 points or less this year.
And 5-0 at home as well, trying to keep that streak going. That ball taken away by Duncan. Great read. Pass inside. And it's thrown down. And Justin Sims rattles the rim. It's 9-3 Trinity.
And DeMarcus Taylor had an excellent assist to set that dunk up.
Saved by Duncan. Taylor dished it up front, and Sims threw it down. Here comes Allen inside. Lays it up, lays it in. Will Allen gets on the board and stops the run.
And that seal, once is broken, Allen is a lethal scorer.
Talk about that ball tipped out, going to stay with Trinity. Allen over 41% from 3 this year, shooting over 93% from the foul line, something you never see in high school basketball anymore. Throwback for number 30 in white.
And Allen just experienced football for the first time this past year as well.
Pass cross off the hand of Taylor, and it's going to go to Fairview. Good job by Fairview to cut off the inside passes, try to swing across court, but nothing there. Taylor tried to fall down there, but Allen decided to just keep running through. Allen facing some pressure, dishing off Lowry. 3-pointer on the way. Front iron no good, brought in by Duncan.
And if Lowry can get going as well, That's going to really help this Warriors team.
Second leading scorer, Lowry, looking up. He's got Allen streaking. Allen going through, takes it up, and through the contact and scores. Will Allen with his second basket. Now a 2-point game. Trinity holding on.
Allen is just so controlled, too. You know, you got 4 minutes here in this first quarter. It's just so controlled. My goodness.
9-7 to score halfway through this first frame, and this team's going back and forth. Taylor, three-pointer. That's offside, no good. Tipped and grabbed in by Lowry. Back from the Warriors.
You don't want to just settle for the. Oh, man.
I'll take it. Three-pointer on the way. That's off back iron, no good. Pulled in. Some contact. It's taken in by Hughes. He dishes up. Duncan looking to spin through. That ball's still loose, and they're going to say it's Fairview basketball. Contact. The referee's letting them play through it.
It's always a little controversial. You let the refs, but they're letting them play, just like you said, Kyle.
Be a full timeout for the Trinity Trojans. A chance, as always, to tell you about our presenting sponsor here for CVC TV. It's the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Doctors Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. Their specialties include everything from dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com.
Coach Ryan Berry, 8th year with Fairview. And again, we mentioned last year they won their very first district title, and they want to make this a habit. They want to go through and make it. And their focus this week, they want to just play complete basketball, complete full potential, and reach it. You're going to hear potential a lot, you know, with both of these teams. But their main focus this week, taking care of the basketball on offense, limiting the transition opportunities. Because as you saw there with Trinity, if they're on the open floor, they are dangerous.
So you always want to try and start the game with some easy baskets to get the flow moving in the right direction, especially on the offensive end. When you're in high school basketball, you can't just expect someone to come out and hit a bunch of threes in a row. You want to be able to get inside and get some buckets to put some points on the board early. Both teams been able to do that a little bit here as it's 9-7, 3:30 to go in this first quarter. Fairview down by 2 with the ball. Now we're working inside, trying to find his way through as to dish it back out. Allen up top, and they'll reset. Pressure on Will Allen. That ball tipped. Ping-pongs around, but eventually taken in there.
Duncan's going to attack those passing lanes.
And he's telling he wants pressure on Allen constantly. Not a bad idea if you're Aiden Duncan and company. Allen passes through a good find. Layup is up, and there's a foul. Taylor got caught with a reach-in. And that's going to send Nolan Davis, the lone senior on the Fairview roster, to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, we talked about, of course, the experience, and that's what's going to be interesting about this matchup. While Fairview only has 1 senior who's at the free throw line right now, Trinity has 6 seniors. You actually see here in the crowd, here on the Trinity side, see some parents have the, you know, senior mom or senior dad, you know, sweaters there. You see a few of those out here.
There's impact players all down the roster. We saw the JV game before, competitive, a 2-point win for Fairview in that one. Both these teams loaded in their varsity and JV rosters as Davis knocks down both free throws, and we're tied up with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, 9 apiece.
Oftentimes, you got guys who want to prove themselves in the JV level. My goodness, that was a great game.
It was fantastic. A couple subs getting ready to check in on this side, too, for Trinity. That ball tipped through, and Allen gets it. They're working in the forecourt. He's a master inside here, but lays it up just short. Rebound pulled in by Taylor. And Allen coming up tough here on that right ankle. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, they're going to stop play after this shot here.
Well taken. Rebound by Savion Harris.
Oh, they're...
And Allen, yeah, he can't put any weight on that ankle. That's not good.
You got to stop play.
There was a lot of talk before the game. He's playing through some injuries here. He's got the ankle wrapped. He stepped the wrong way, and it's going to be a tough blow for this Fairview roster. You talk about, again, nearly 22 points a game this year. He's been so impactful for this team. And having been around basketball for over half my life, I can tell you it's frustrating when you got one of your best players and just can't seem to kick a nagging injury, no matter how serious it is.
It's tough because he just made the huge steal, you know, attacking the passing lane, and then it was a tough shot getting in there. You kind of tell something was not right getting in there.
It's part of his game, double A, is being able to penetrate inside to try to find an easy layup or shot. It opens up his 3-point game later in the contest, and right now he's just trying to smack his ankle a little bit and get things moving through, but it's a tough ask right now. We talk about the matchup before in the previous game with these two teams back in Trinity, obviously back on December 18th. There's a couple of players that had double-doubles for Trinity as well. I mean, Jordan Campbell came off the bench. He had 22 points, the sophomore, as Allen's back on his feet. Aiden Duncan, obviously a huge game, 18 points, 12 rebounds, handful of assists. They really found a way to spread the ball out, and a lot of guys scored and made impacts. Even the guys that didn't score, 9, 7 rebounds, couple steals, assists. It seemed like it was a really balanced game. You think for Trinity, especially playing here at Fairview, they have to have another balanced game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% right. Now, interesting development. Coach Barry is with Will Allen right now. They went over, they're in training. So the assistant coaches right now are taking lead here.
Yeah, they're going to take a look at Will as number 22, Carter Holiday, another freshman in the game. Lowry going to pull a three. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by Hughes. This is a chance now for Trinity to try and jump on this. That ball taken away. Good steal by Harris. Savion Harris working inside. Looking. He fakes everyone out. Mid-range shot is good. Savion Harris with his first basket. Fairview's first lead with 2:05 to go in the first quarter.
An impressive shot by Harris. Everything setting up. Great job.
Mid-range 2 is up, and it's good. Jaron Cephas with the shot. His first basket, and one of those seniors AA was talking about.
And one of those players that was talked about a ton on CVC Media Day, one of the improved players.
Nolan Davis lost that ball. Tried to get pulled in right there by Regan, but ball goes back to Trinity. Up inside, it's good. Cooper Hughes again. He's got 9 of the 13 Trinity points. Trojans back up.
It's that side, and he has muscle too. He is bodying inside.
Lowry works his way inside. Side iron, no good. Pulled in by Duncan. Back come the Trojans. Duncan, little floater. Off the backwood and good. 15-11 to score with 1:10 to go in this first quarter. Duncan's first points.
And that's worrisome if you're Fairview. And now all the pressure is going to be on the rest of the players now with Allen out.
Back end's open. Three-pointer, back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in again by Duncan.
And they're running. They are running.
Duncan's so aggressive on those boards. That ball tipped through, and I think it's going to stay with Trinity. Seb coming in for Fairview right now will be Malik Walker. And we talked, again, with Coach Barry before the game. He said, hey, Malik will be the guy if, we have some issues with Will Allen. We'll see him a lot tonight, number 3 in the white. Wide open shot for Hughes from 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by Davis, tallest guy in the court. Goes straight up and pulls it in.
I thought the ball was going to get back to Duncan. I know he's the inbounder, but hanging in that baseline could put it up.
Backdoor cut, Davis working inside. Hughes going to get called for the foul. Slapped him on the left hand, and that's 2 shots on the way for Nolan Davis. Senior on senior crime right there.
Yes, it is. Coach Barry back at the sidelines for Fairview.
We'll work through some more subs going to be checking in. Looks like for Fairview, it's going to be Kyle Farkas, a sophomore. And Braden Meadows, another senior, going to check in for Trinity. First free throw, no good by Davis. He's now 2 for 3 on the night.
Coach Dan Urban over at Trinity, he talked during media days. He wants to get all 11 guys involved, even if they don't play, all active part of this roster. Most impressive group he's had here at Trinity.
The name out there, Davari Bennett, played some JV earlier. Rebound pulled in as both free throws are missed. Hughes slammed it down. Here comes Bennett. He's working the right wing here. Takes some time. 18 seconds to go in this first quarter. Trinity might try and hold for the last shot.
But he's confident he could pull up from anywhere or go inside in the paint. You got 3 defenders lined up near the baseline.
He was working his way through the southpaw, passes baseline. 3 seconds, pass in, Duncan floater, and can't get it to fall. Rebound tipped around. The clock is going to expire, and that is how we end the first quarter. 15-11 the score. Trinity on top of Fairview right here on CVC TV. Well, AA was the hot start from Cooper Hughes that kind of fueled Trinity in. And obviously the injury to Will Allen, no update yet, but had 4 early points, got hurt on a drive. That ankle we talked about obviously to start the game. He was questionable coming into tonight. If he's out, you're going to need someone like Burke Lowry, someone like Carter Regan, and start hitting some shots if you want to stay in this game for Fairview.
I'm concerned if you're a Fairview right now. This does not feel like a 4-point deficit. It feels worse.
The physicality you've seen more of it from Trinity. The offensive rebounds, even defensive rebounding too, just getting to those spots a little quicker. Aiden Duncan, he probably has at least 6 or 7 rebounds already in this the first quarter, just from his physicality and aggressiveness on both ends.
So you're right. It's going to start with the boards. It's going to start there. This is the opportunity right now. Either Fairview's going to stay with it here and really get this thing going, or Trinity could go up by 10 in a heartbeat. Like, this has to be the time where, again, you talk about your leaders, talk about Lowry, whoever it's going to be, to really step up and really, balance things out, because all the momentum right now is with Trinity.
And Trinity's losses this year, it's been one quarter. That's usually been the bugaboo for this team. Playing a complete game, if you can get that, they usually win. But in the games where they lose a quarter, handily, obviously, that's where things can get a little crazy. Can Trinity keep this momentum as we move into the second frame here?
Again, their overall 5-7 record is very deceiving. It really is.
Yeah, division, they've been great. Work baseline, pass back out. Good ball movement, swinging cross court. Duncan, mid-range shot, lost the ball, and it's taken in.
I would have liked Duncan to stay right there. He didn't. That extra dribble, he went into the pressure.
Yeah, great job by Holiday to be right place, right time to get it. Lowry trying to work on Hughes. He'll dish cross court. Marcus to Holiday. Holiday thought about that three-pointer. We'll think again. Here's Walker.
Not against the zone.
It's tough and great suffocating zone. That should be a jump ball. Possession going to stay with the Warriors. Well, bailed out there after great pressure. We've seen some more of this here recently. Some zone, but some obviously pressure and some trapping going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes zone can be a little more loose, but coaches in high school said, hey, you know what? We're going to go up and we're going to pressure.
Bennett did a great job there on that pressuring situation.
Here's Holiday. Swings it back over. The freshman playing two-man ball. And Carter Regan lost the basketball. They're going to say it's going to stay with Fairview.
That was suffocating defense by Trinity.
Right in front of the Trinity bench, too, so that's tough.
Meadows there really, really locking in. He has the length, too. 6'6" listed.
Long possession for the Warriors here, over a minute, trying to get some points. Lowry stops, mid-range jumper. It falls. Burke Lowry gets his first basket, second on the team with 11 points per game. They need him tonight more than ever.
There is not a player who needed that shot more than him at that moment.
Duncan gets the ball taken away. Right place, right time, right there for Walker. He works inside, gets fouled. Could be Hughes, could be Bennett. We'll see who they call it on. That could be important. They're going to call it on Hughes, so Cooper Hughes, that's going to be his second foul.
And that's huge considering, again, the impact that Hughes has had on Trinity so far in this game.
He's got 9 of the 15 points so far. As Walker heads to the free throw line for his first 2 shots of the night. First one's up, back iron, no good.
Yeah, the free throws they've been a major issue.
So the freshman check out, then checks the senior Nolan Davis and the junior Savion Harris. Harris may sound familiar too. Great receiver for Fairview.
Phenomenal receiver.
Fantastic year for the Warriors.
A lot of multi-sport athletes. That second free throw going down. A lot of multi-sport athletes on the floor here for both of these teams.
It's a 1-point game, 6:30 to go in this first half. Trinity holding on to that advantage. Slight three-pointer on the way. Front iron no good. Pulled in. Great rebound on the far side by Kyle Farkas.
Man, if Trinity, don't settle for those shots. Just keep being aggressive. Got the advantage there. Get in there.
Duncan, right place, right time, gets it through, swings it back up. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Oh,
Bennett
man.
had Duncan for an open layup, but just spun a little too wide, and it's going to go back to the Warriors.
Man, it's the right call, but man, that's a tough play.
And Justin Sims, DeMarcus Taylor back into the game.
I do like Coach Urban rewarding that effort, though, immediately when he made that play. Even though he stepped out, you do appreciate the effort.
And we saw Bennett play a little bit of JV, as we mentioned before. Just getting some playing time. Bump inside, layup's going to be no good. Looks like maybe 2 more shots on the way for Malik Walker. That's going to be on Hughes again. That's his 3rd foul. Now, if you're Coach Urban and company, you got to watch this. Hughes obviously got off to a great start. They're going to say it was on the floor, actually. So
okay.
yeah, it was a little bit early. No continuation.
But still, your point about Hughes' foul trouble right now, very significant.
Savion Harris, mid-range shot. That's no good. Good box out inside. Walker puts it up, and this time he does get fouled again. And this time, that should be 2 free throws.
That's huge.
I think that's going to be on Sims. That's going to be a second. I know you saw 35 up there, and maybe you got a little nervous, but just Sims second. But still 3 fouls for Cooper Hughes, too. 2 of the key players on this team for Trinity in foul trouble. First free throw, though, no good. 4 missed free throws for Fairview as Carter Regan going to check back into the game.
Well, one of the things that Trinity wanted to work on coming into this game tonight was securing those rebounds, not giving up the offensive boards. And they got to really clamp down on that.
And Walker knocks down the second free throw. Tie ball game, 5:54 to go in this second quarter. 15 apiece.
So Lowry making that shot a couple minutes ago kind of swung that momentum. It was so huge because, again, Trinity could have really opened this thing up.
And Duncan on the far side of the court with the ball, going to swing it across to Taylor, back over. And a great job by this Trinity team. 3-pointer is up front iron, no good. Ball tipped up by Duncan, almost made it. He's there again. Duncan puts it up and he gets fouled. Underneath the basket, tough angle, but Aiden Duncan still found a way to put that shot up, and 2 free throws on the way for number 2.
That's the one guy that you cannot allow in that baseline to creep in there. He has the agility to really reach up high, which he did, rewarded by going to the free throw line.
Second foul on Burke Lowry as Duncan knocks down his first free throw. 3 points for the senior.
Remember how physical this game was at the very beginning? The refs were letting some of the calls go. You know, now you're seeing the fouls troubles across the board.
The ball going to be
Same
tipped
team.
up, ping-ponged, eventually pulled in by Bennett. I'll tell you what, the offensive and defensive rebounding from Trinity has been huge tonight already. We're just, 3 minutes into the second quarter.
You had 2 guys from Fairview try to go after the same ball, and neither of them could get it.
Nice in cross court. Keith has thought about another 3. He's going to be open. He's going to try and work his way inside. Little floater, back iron, no good. Ball tipped and still going to stay with Trinity. 3-pointer on the way. Another one. That one's going to be short. Pulled in by Lowry.
Great job by Lowry. Did he keep it? He did. Just reaching up there, getting that rebound.
Walker, good fake. 3-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. Pulled in Walker. Good pump fake. Lays it up. That one long, and a foul comes in late. And another injury on the court. Walker with a great board. And then when Walker went down, he's going to work his way back up, and I think he'll shake it off. That foul going to be on Sims. That's Justin Sims' 3rd foul. So a couple of starters with 3 fouls apiece, him and Hughes. And it looks like Deshaun Richards is going to get ready to check back into the game. They're going to need him to. Walker knocks down the first.
On the other end, Lowry was a bit shaken up there, but I think he'll be fine right now.
A double thumbs up from number 0. He looks like he's good to go. Getting physical down there. Trying
Very
to get some
physical.
rebounds, yeah.
From the first second of this game. Again, both teams bringing it. And the football experience across the board, you got physicality.
Walker knocks down his second free throw. He's got 4 points, all of them from the charity stripe, and it's a 1-point lead for Fairview. They had the lead back with 4:35 to go in this first half.
And I like that Walker communicates defensively as well. He is a dangerous asset on the defensive side of the ball.
Gonna work around this zone. It's a 2-3, but it's extended because of the man in the middle. Mid-range 2 up. That's going to be off the side. No good. Pulled in by Davis. He's fighting for the ball and eventually comes down with it.
He's going to need to have that fight. You talked about it earlier, Kyle, putting together 4 quarters for Trinity.
Harris, 3-pointer, front iron, no good. Ball taken in by Walker, fighting inside. Back over to Harris. Another 3 ball. It's up. Back iron, no good.
Tell you what, though, another commanding rebound by Walker on the offensive side.
Comes Duncan. Passes over, 3-pointer. Taylor on the way. That one's good. DeMarcus Taylor, his first 3. Trinity back up by 2.
And that's a confidence builder right there. He had a few of those not fall down, but getting the big one there, putting Trinity back up top.
Lowry running the show up top. 3:30 to go in this first half. Warriors trailing the Trojans by 2.
Got to watch the passing lanes. Trinity very aggressive on those lanes. Duncan can come out of nowhere, get a steal.
Did that throw, good pass over, three-pointer on the way. It's good. The freshman Carter Regan knocks down another big three. Back to a 1-point lead for the Warriors. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's good to see there if you're a Fairview fan. Pretty much standing room only here on the west side.
Taylor going to swing it back cross court. Davis going to dish back in the corner. That ball tipped, and it's going to stay with Trinity. Well, originally they pointed towards Trinity, but they're actually going to go to Fairview. So we're going to see Quay Yankee check into the game.
Of course, brand new matchup in the CVC. Of course, they met earlier in the season. Trinity getting the W, but Fairview new to the CVC. Trinity coming out of Garfield Heights.
Well, mid-range shot from Lowry. That's off front iron, no good. Pulled in by Taylor. Looks like Rashawn Dunn going to check in two for Trinity at the next dead ball. That ball at the back of the head of Davis. Taylor manages to get it. Mid-range shot. That one's sent away. Big block there by Walker, and Duncan's able to get the rebound. His 450th rebound, and he'll get a chance to reset.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The pass over, three-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. Pulled in by Walker.
Oh, man, so
away.
close.
Yeah, Cephas tried to read that one. Lowry going to push. Three-pointer up. Regan. Front iron, no good. Pulled in by Walker. Reverse layup is good.
What a shot! What a shot!
Malik Walker, right place, right time. He has been a boost of energy off the bench. 6 big points, including that one. And with 1:57 to go, it's a 3-point Fairview lead.
Walker all over the place, offensively and defensively, on the boards. He is putting in work on the boards here tonight.
You know who else puts in work? Our presenting sponsor for CVC TV tonight, of course, and as always, the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Dr. Ski Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. Their specialties include everything from dental surgery and implants, directed jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. A boost for Malik Walker off the bench tonight. Will Allen goes down early on in this game, and man, Walker comes in, 6 big points, 4 free throws. He had to work for those shots, and obviously getting some offensive rebounds, being productive, physical. You love to see that from the junior.
We can't say enough, and Coach Berry talked about it like, okay, only one senior, but you have a roster full of big game experience, and somebody has to come through, and Walker coming through every side of the ball, everywhere.
If you're wondering what they're doing now, taking some time to bring that ball up before the clock starts, but to touch it. And we're back underway. 3-point lead, minute 50 to go in this first half. Good pressure by Regan on the far side. That ball tipped and taken away. Harris has it. Fairview going to push. Savion Harris will give it over to Lowry. He thought about a three. Sutter step, Lowry lays it up inside, and it's good. Bert Lowry works his way through his second basket, largest lead of the game for Fairview.
That's a tough shot.
Lane Duncan trying to get Trinity back under control here. Mid-range shot from Duncan. Back iron and good. Aiden Duncan to bank it in, but he gets it.
His second bank shot that he has made off the backboard.
The first one was more conventional. It was a floater. This one a little different. Taken inside by Regan. He's going to be hacked hard. Carter Regan, the freshman, earning the stripes tonight.
And that's tough because you want that hand up. You want those arms up. And initially it was, but you get that swipe down. That's all you need to see if you're an official.
First foul on Jay Sean Richards. So Regan heads to the free throw line. The shooter knocks down the first. He's got 7 tonight. As Davari Bennett checks back in for Richards.
I mean, what a game so far, man.
And a boost for some of the young guys, too. We're seeing freshmen step up. Second free throw offside iron, no good. That ball fought for by Walker. It's going to go to Trinity, but I'll tell you what. Malik Walker's been all over the place tonight.
He's been a problem.
He's been a problem. Taking on 2 or 3 guys in the box out and still finding a way to get his hand on the basketball. So impressive.
We're going to see some major adjustments from Trinity on making sure Walker's boxed out. in the second half.
Tall task for anybody as we're under a minute to go in this first half. 4-point lead for the Warriors. Trinity going to work their way to try and find a good shot here.
Fairview keeping Trinity away from the paint all second quarter.
Just trying to work the ball around. Taylor, good pass inside. Layup back, no good. Ball tipped through. It's going to stay with the Trojans. Reagan couldn't bring it in. There's a layup inside right there for Dunn, who just lost it. Now with 40 seconds to go, Duncan will inbound. And Bennett dishes up top. Taylor, three-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. Pulled in by, you guessed it, Malik Walker. Another rebound for him.
This time the ball came to him.
Yeah, this time he didn't have to work as hard for it. As here comes Burke Lowry. 25 seconds to go in this second quarter. I'll tell you what, Reagan thought about that three, but trying to hold for the last shot are the Warriors.
Yeah, Simpson was right on him.
Davis working through. Now Reagan dishes off to Walker. 10 seconds to go. Walker gonna pull a long three. Back iron, no good. Tip taken in by Duncan. He spins through. He's got 3 seconds. That ball taken away. Harris inside. Can't get it. Rebound pulled in late. And a frantic end of the first half. Your score 25-21. The home Fairview Warriors on top of the visiting Trinity Trojans right here on CVC TV. AA, what an eventful first half to say the least.
Very eventful, loaded with storylines. We was wondering on the Fairview side who was going to step up. You know, once Will Allen, the leading scorer, once he went down. And it took a minute, but second quarter they figured some things out. And Malik Walker, the second, I'll tell you, he all over the floor. He's been putting in work, but not to be outdone. Trinity staying right with it, physicality, but one little adjustment. They got to figure out how to keep Walker out of those box-out situations.
One name we didn't call really at all in that second quarter was Cooper Hughes. He had all 9 of his points for Trinity in the first frame, but 3 fouls early up in the second quarter. Kind of took him out of the contest and see if he can control that a little more in the second half and obviously be an impact player for the Trojans. So with that, we'll take a break. Come back in a few minutes to preview your second half and, of course, second half action right here from Fairview High School. Again, the score 25-21. The Warriors lead the Trojans here on CVC TV. Welcome back in, folks. The score 25-21 as we get ready for second half action here from Fairview High School. The home Warriors leading the visiting Trojans right here on CVC TV. A double A an update. Will Allen in street clothes now. He is going to be done for the game with that turned ankle. Hopefully it's just a sprain. Saw him come out here to watch the second half of basketball. Tough loss for Fairview, but they've picked up the slack. Malik Walker and Carter Regan both have been able to score at will, and that's led Fairview to get this 4-point advantage as we move into the third quarter.
Absolutely, and we wondered who was going to pick up that slack after Allen's injury, and you mentioned it now. The key is going to be for Trinity because the physicality was on point for Trinity in the first quarter. Kind of went away in the second quarter. So what is Coach Urban going to draw for these guys? It's a senior group, but, this is a bit closer than their first matchup, and you kind of wonder here, what is Trinity going to do to really, really put things together here in this third quarter?
Well, in the first matchup, too, we should mention, too, Trinity missing a key player. Jordan Campbell not playing tonight. He had 22 points in that first game against Fairview. Not having Campbell out there, the sophomore, is obviously crucial for Trinity. Been able to find some good start in that first quarter from 35. Cooper Hughes, he's back on the floor, but 3 early fouls really put him behind the 8 ball, trying to keep himself on the court in the second half.
Well, I always think this point of the season, mid to late January, is really the heart of the season where nothing's ideal for any team. So these are learning lessons for all these teams. Fight through injuries, fight through foul trouble, and see who's going to come out on top.
Fairview again, that 2-3 defense, passing over. DeMarcus Taylor hit that big 3 in the second quarter. Mid-range shot, that one blocked. Great defense right there by Regan. Lowry gets the ball, and back comes Fairview.
Now Fairview with the momentum, really. Oh, good shot.
Yeah, good move by Lowry, and he knocks down the mid-range shot. First points here in the third quarter. A 6-point lead for Fairview with 7:22 to go in the third quarter.
Creating shots, and that's what Fairview was able to do.
Hughes trying to dish inside. That ball taken away. Harris leaking out. And Davis slows it down. And Burke Lowry running the show at point. Mention again, Will Allen out for the game with that ankle turn. Lowry works his way inside. He's going to get fouled. You have to see who this one was on. That is going to be on Duncan, so that's going to be Aiden Duncan's first.
Okay.
He'll take that for Trinity. We saw a couple of jersey numbers down there in 35 and 5 that got a few fouls, so we were just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that's a huge storyline here in the second half. The foul trouble, potential foul trouble situations.
Well, if you're Coach Barry and company, too, hey, you got to convert your free throws. We saw some misses in that first half, too. This is usually a pretty good free throw shooting team as Lowry makes me eat my words, misses the second. Hit the first, though.
Yeah, there's going to be a special Saturday morning practice.
Used to hate those.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. So much running. 28-21. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's inside. Great defense. Layup, though. Too big. No. Great rebound. Inside by Davis.
Thought Richards was going to be able to convert that shot. I like the move inside.
Yeah, Jay Sean Richards had the size there. Just couldn't get it to fall. Lowry working his way. That one stripped through. Duncan eventually gets it off one knee, passes it up. Here comes Richards. Shot Duncan. They're letting him play through this. I'll tell you what. Ball was out. Hughes trying to work through Duncan. Mid-range 2 on the way. It's good.
Trinity needed that badly.
Aiden Duncan with 7 big points. 28-23 with 6:14 to go in the third quarter. Xavion Harris trying to work on Taylor. He'll dish off, and Burke Lowry will reset.
Fairview cannot get lazy with passes. They're not, but Trinity,
they're going to call a foul
I think
on
it was
the
on
jump
the
shot. Yeah, so that's going to be on Richards. It's going to be his second foul. That's 2 more free throws on the way for Burke Lowry.
But what Trinity wants, they want a passing lane opportunity and really build on, transition, really speed this game up. Right now, it's at Fairview's pace. They like up-tempo, but Trinity likes to sprint.
Up-tempo controlled as Lowry misses the first off back iron.
Coach Barry likes those free throws to go down, too.
Oh, boy. You talk about Saturday morning practice. They have a game tomorrow, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but nevertheless, maybe you get an extra conditioning run in there as Lowry Herbie decided to make one.
We call that safe by the schedule. Sometimes back-to-backs are not a bad thing.
Davari Bennett checks in for the Trojans. Trying to get a spark. Down 6 with 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Hughes has the ball. Bennett working, passing inside.
Good pass.
Yeah, Sims trying to find his way through. Eventually pivots around, lays it up reverse. That's no good. Gets his own rebound, lays it in. Way to stick with it there from Justin Sims, his second basket.
And that's what made that impressive, because Sims stuck with it, because Lowry, he was locked in, his feet had the arms up. I thought he did a great job defensively, but Sims recovering and scoring.
And Walker dishing off to Savion Harris. Harris working inside, good hold off, but that's no good. Pulled in by Duncan. Here comes Aiden Duncan into the forecourt.
Great job defensively by Taylor.
Passing off, Hughes, three-pointer, it's good! Cooper Hughes back on the board. First point since the first quarter. Now it's a 1-point lead for Fairview.
Just like that.
Davis, that ball tipped by Taylor, going to stay with Fairview.
And again, you saw how Taylor wanted to intercept that passing lane on the run, too.
So Savion Harris going to check out. Back in is the freshman, Carter Holiday. We saw him play some good minutes in that first half.
I mean, this is pure high school basketball at its finest. You're going to get some scoring runs, but how do you recover? And Trinity has done a good job to this point, 3 minutes into the third quarter.
They'll work through, both teams playing zone. Three-pointer on the way, front iron, no good. That ball, jump ball. I'll tell you what, good fight. Love to see that. Duncan and Walker, two of the best rebounders in the game. Ball going to stay with the Warriors, though, due to the possession arrow pointing to your right.
And, man, Walker had that rebound. Duncan went right at it.
Oh, pass inside, and it rolls in. Good find on the inbounds play. Carter Regan with his first points of the second half.
And how often do you work on those inbound plays?
It's crucial in some big spots when you know you need a bucket. 3-point lead, 4:30 to go in this third quarter. We'll track down.
Trinity's been trying to get those cuts. Fairview's not making it easy.
A great job by Walker on the steal. Dishes off, Holiday over to Lowry. Got a man down. Holiday thought about that three. Lowry will take it. It's a long one. It's no good. Misses iron, pulled in by Bennett.
Look good when you leave your hands.
Hughes dishing off. Duncan thought about a three. Hughes will take it. Corner shot on the way. Back iron, no good. Pulled in by Sims. He'll work inside. Blocked by Lowry, but a foul called late. And caught the wrists, which means 2 free throws on the way for Trinity. And Burke Lowry got to be careful. That's his third foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be, again, a major story in the when we get to the fourth quarter. But it's going to rack up, because both these teams are at their very best when they're inside the paint. And I'm glad to see, if you're a Trinity fan, that they're back in the paint attacking once again.
Back iron shot no good. First free throw for Justin Sims, the junior. He's got 4 points tonight. Sims trying to get one down. 3-point lead with 4:05 to go in the third quarter. Trinity trying to battle back. Second shot off front iron, no good. Tipped through. Eventually pulled in by Bennett. He falls to the floor. Walker eventually gets it, though.
Great effort by Bennett.
And Walker going to slow it down. That's why you bring Bennett in. Spark plug off the bench. A little bit of everything. Here's Holiday. Square pass working through Davis. Thought about it. Lowry passing inside. Regan, mid-range shot. It's good. Carter Regan with another big basket. He has got 11.
That might have been one of Fairview's best possessions of the entire night. Elite level passing.
Duncan goes the other way and lays it in. Aiden Duncan with another big basket. He has got 9. Back and forth we go.
And on the other end, that might have been one of Duncan's best scores. Going right down, responding, putting the ball up with confidence.
Davis lays it up, lays it in. Good move inside right there for Nolan Davis. His first basket. He has 2 free throws in this game. They're passing through, taken away by Burke.
Going a little too fast.
Burke Lowry dishing off. Walker, 3 on the way. It's in and out. It was halfway down, and it found its way out. Hughes pushing the ball, lays it up. Lost control. That ball tipped out, eventually grabbed in by Regan. Over to Holiday, back to Lowry, and everyone will take a breath.
Well, smart defensively by Fairview. Just staying with it there. Hughes was looking and seeking contact. Did not get it.
The ball kicked by Duncan. It's going to get some subs in. Jarian Cephas and Number 20, Braden Meadows into the ball game for the Trojans. Down 5 with 2:42 to go here in this third quarter. Fairview just holding on to this lead. Wide open, Walker. He's going to work in baseline, pass off, mid-range shot. It's good. Carter Regan catching fire here at Fairview tonight. 7-point lead for the Warriors.
In the previous 2 possessions here, getting that key assist, setting up a great shot.
Regan being able to take advantage and score. Hughes works his way inside. That's no good. Pulled in by Davis. And Burke Lowry will reset. Just over 2:15 to go in this third quarter. Fairview.
And Fairview defensively, they're not taking the bait of Hughes' physicality.
Three-pointer, front iron, no good. Regan with a bit of a heat check there. Work inside Sims. He gets blocked from behind. That ball loose on the ground. Take it in. Great defense by Walker, but it should stay with Trinity.
But again, I like what Trinity's doing. Again, keep attacking inside, but do it with discipline, with a level of discipline, but keep attacking in the paint.
Fairview just right place, right time, getting those hands up, getting some block shots. Hughes thought about that quick three. Now Duncan working, passing over. Keefus working baseline. What about another mid-range shot? He'll dish it across court. Duncan, far side.
Great find.
Passing in Sims, using that high. Good spin inside. That one sent away. Great defense on the inside by Regan.
The only issue is that they're not able to finish in the paint. They're doing everything right except getting that key shot to fall.
Davis mid-range jumper. That's no good. Pulled in by Hughes. Back comes Trinity. Hughes going to go right at Holiday. And that's going to be an offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder, and that's 4 fouls on Cooper Hughes. Great job by Carter Holiday to set his feet and take the bump. You don't have to fall all the time to draw a charge.
Man, that young freshman, Holiday, my goodness, he understood the assignment.
He had a couple chances over on this end on the offensive end to take a three because there was some openings in that zone, but he was patient, passed it off. You like seeing that from your freshmen. Be aggressive, but be controlled aggressive.
And this coaching staff for Fairview, they're identifying those key points too. They're seeing that Trinity is really being aggressive, and they're being smart defensively in the paint, locking in.
How about trusting Holiday to dribble up on Aiden Duncan, and once in a while you got to play like a freshman. It's okay. Ball behind.
We take
Savion
back our
Harris.
Commentary. We're kidding.
He's played a great game
He
tonight.
has played an unbelievable game.
Carter Holiday's been fantastic. Errors happen, man. Everyone gets them as Duncan swings over. Trinity trying to close this gap. About a minute to go in this third quarter. They're down 7. And swinging through Sims. Step out.
Fine. Oh, Duncan was at the baseline for a hot second.
Yeah, Bennett going to pull a mid-range shot. Forced it up and got it to go. Davari Bennett with his first points. It's like a floater, jump shot, combo. The left arm wasn't there. I don't know what happened with that, but foul from behind this time on Bennett. Walker, be careful there. He's just going to try and jog that one off. But we already saw a leading scorer for Fairview, Will Allen, go down with that ankle. But Davis is going to check back in. Coming for Carter Regan, who's had a fantastic game.
See Walker wave off the coaching staff or wave off the sub like, no, I'm staying in.
He went to the other side of the court, which is key for don't sub me out.
Yes, that is 100% true.
36 seconds to go in this third quarter. Davis has the ball near sideline. Holiday some big minutes in this third quarter. Harris back over to Davis. Davis working on Cephas, passing back out. Lowry thought about the three, gets Bennett offset. Good steal inside by Duncan. He'll work through. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Duncan inside, he gets pinned, but Harris can't get the rebound, and a layup is good. 15.8 seconds. Stop Paul there. Did they call an ambulance on that?
I wonder if they called a foul.
They called a foul.
Duncan.
Wow.
Called a foul.
So they called a foul on Savion Harris. So no basket. Duncan's going to go to the line for 2 shots here. Maybe the body, I'm not sure because the pen was clean as Duncan does knock down the first free throw.
So that's one of the few times where, and they made the free throw, so it's one of the few times where like, man, I actually wanted the second guy to actually score instead.
I'll take that.
You'll take it.
I'll get blocked. That's fine. You get 2 points right away, but Duncan's got to earn it the old-fashioned way. Second free throw is up. Back iron, no good. Pulled in, rebound for Trinity. No, it's out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Warriors. Now, Meadows couldn't bring it in. I thought he had the ball, but lost it. The ball going back to Fairview with 13 seconds to go in this third quarter, up by 4.
Big possession here, obviously. Got the trap going.
Here's Holiday. He's going to move the ball into the forecourt. Harris
Ooh,
pass
the
inside.
ankle!
Davis, and he gets it to go.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Roland Davis, huge heave at the buzzer. Going to be no good. And we head into the fourth quarter, 39-33 to score. Fairview on top by 6 right here on CVC TV. Wow. Back and forth we go, Double A.
Yeah, back and forth. And just the physical. And Fairview's doing a great job defensively locking in the paint. We're seeing time and time again who's going to be able to make those free throws in the fourth quarter. And the boxing out as well out of those free throws.
Now, speaking of checking some boxes, you may have to do this, but it's worth it when you go to the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Doctors Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Joe Weber, of course, are presenting sponsor for us, as always, here on CVC TV. Their specialties include everything from facial surgery and implants, dental surgery too, trauma reconstruction, everything and more. For all of your oral surgery needs, go ahead and visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. And I got word from Don. No promises, but you need to check off a few boxes. No big deal. It's just part of them getting to know you a little bit more.
Very true. By the way, full compliment, of course, to the cheerleaders who have done something that I never could dream of doing.
A backflip?
Doing backflips across the basketball court.
Yeah.
With ease.
Yeah. There was a goal at one point in my life to try and do a backflip, and then I realized I don't like being upside down. Not fun for someone at my height. It's not like being right side up. We'll take that.
We're going to see how this tempo is going to be here in this fourth quarter. If Trinity's going to amp this thing up here or slow it down.
Now, this is money time now as we move into the fourth frame here at Fairview High School. The Warriors trying to avenge their only conference loss of the season. Trinity trying to sweep the Warriors and make their claim to be the best in the Metro. That ball tipped down, eventually pulled in, still on the ground. Meadows has it, dishing off to Bennett. Duncan working inside, lays it up, lays it in. Aiden Duncan with a huge game tonight, down to a 4-point difference.
He's the quarterback on the football field and the basketball court.
Three-pointer on the way, it's good! Carter Regan knocks down another one, his third 3 of the night, back up to a 6-point game.
That was a freshman making a killer shot.
Wow.
On the court.
16 points for Carter Regan. How big has he been in this game tonight? Duncan lays it up inside, that one no good. Ball pulled
Watch
in.
the neck.
Yeah, Regan got the ball. And I think they're going to call a foul on Trinity. And that's going to be on Sims. So that's going to be Sims' 4th. Got to watch if you're Justin Sims now, too.
Yeah, of course, starter in foul trouble.
And here we go. DeMarcus Taylor and Cooper Hughes going to check into the game. Hughes, remember, big game for him tonight so far. He's got 12. But he's got 4 fouls. So he had 9 points in that first quarter and just been in foul trouble ever since.
Yeah, you notice he hasn't been able to be as physical in the paint since that first quarter because he's racked up those fouls.
All right, so here comes Walker. Working on Duncan, 41-35, under 7 minutes to go.
However, Duncan only has 1 foul, so he can be as aggressive as possible.
That's why Coach always used to tell me, you get 5 fouls, might as well use 4 of them. So I don't blame the guys for being physical down there. Harris works his way inside. That's no good. Hughes, they're going to call a jump, and it's going to, I believe, stay with Fairview, yeah. Hughes is on his way down to the ground. Great job to pull that one in by Lowry, too, and make sure he locked the ball up.
Again, I always say here, especially in the fourth quarter, watch the gentleman who's inbounding the ball. Keep that baseline guarded.
Lowry trying to work through. Pass inside. Layup. Davis is good. You just talked about it, Double A. Davis with the cut off the inbounds, and Lowry's got the wherewithal to find him for an easy 2.
It's easy to lose the inbounder at that baseline because so much more is happening.
Now Bennett will call it a pass. Working for Duncan inside. Good defense behind from Davis. He gets the tip. Lowry passes it back out. Here comes Walker.
And Davis did not leave his feet. That's the key there. Getting that defensive stop.
Lowry inside, draws the foul. Brooke Lowry pushing the tempo now, and Fairview starting to get some rhythm here on the offensive end. Foul is going to be on Davari Bennett. It'll be his second.
I know it can be frustrating. Got to maintain that poise.
And Brooke Lowry tonight, 7 big points, but he's been able to distribute the ball at a high rate. Some great finds for some good assists, rebounding too, some good defense. And another free throw goes down.
And again, as far as, a very emotional game, of course, so, obviously you're going to show that emotion, kind of walk it off. Bennett went to the other side, kind of cooled down. He's good. It'll be a very emotional game.
Second free throw is good from Brooke Lowry. 9 points for the junior. Here comes Hughes. Walker going to get called for a reach. That's Malik Walker's first foul. Walker, 6 big points in that first half. That boy scoreless so far in the second half here, but still playing some good defense. Hughes dishing off, mid-range floater. That's no good. Round pulled in.
Fairview is crashing the paint.
Now they have all the momentum right now. 10-point lead for the Warriors. Under 6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Fairview starting to pull away a little bit here. As Coach Barry would say, we're playing Fairview basketball right now.
Which is something they did not do what Coach Barry said in the first game against Trinity.
Bennett, mid-range shot. That's no good. Pulled in by Lowry. Watch his back. Duncan was there. That ball taken away by Bennett. It's saved.
Great effort by Bennett.
And there's a foul in late on Reagan.
Great effort by Trinity. Could have easily given that thing up.
And Marion Simpson there in the corner. It's a great job. Right place, right time, able to control that basketball and draw the foul.
I wonder how quick they could get. Oh, this is key here.
And Hughes working inside, went with the right instead of the left. He goes up again. No foul called. Great defense by Fairview, straight up.
But
pass out. Here comes Walker.
Again, it's the right call, Kyle. They're not out of control. They're keeping their arms up.
Another three-pointer on the way. Front iron, no good. Finds Brooke Lowry, who can't get it to fall. Davis gets the rebound. He tries to fight through, passing back out to Lowry, and now Fairview maybe looking to reset here. That ball was taken away. Lowry with a scoop, and almost got the fall. Was right into the hands of Lowry again, and he scores. Oh, my goodness.
When you get your offensive boards, at some point, those points are going to come down. You'll make the other team pay.
Bennett thought about that three. He'll dish out of it. Hughes will take it. Corner three is up. Front iron, no good. Pulled in by Simpson. Taken away by Walker. Ripped it out of his hands. Walker goes inside, lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled in by Harris. He'll dribble out, pass out to Walker.
And again, another offensive board.
Oh, Lowry thought about that three. Oh, a little crossover. Pass inside. Davis scores. Oh, what a pass from Lowry to Davis. And a timeout taken by Trinity.
So 2 straight possessions where Fairview has had a critical offensive rebound and put points on the board.
Fantastic game right now for Fairview. They've come alive in the second half, up 14 points with 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, again, a reminder, our presenting sponsor for CVC TV is the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Doctors Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. They handle everything from dental surgery to implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. And, of course, thank you for your support of the Chagrin Valley Conference and us here at CVC TV.
If you're wondering what's at stake here with this game in the CVC Metro Division, these are the top 2 teams in the Metro. Fairview 6-1, Trinity 4-1. And with so few conference games left in the division, of course, the winner of this game could go a long way to determining who's going to win the championship and win the conference.
So Cuyahoga Heights, another team to watch out for here in the CVC Metro. They're the team that beat Trinity, gave them their first loss in division. Trinity trying to avoid losing 2 straight conference games. Fairview trying to right the wrong from December 18th when they fell. Tough 72-55 loss back at the middle of last month.
And if you looked at, again, Fairview's loss record, only 2 losses.
St. Ed's by single digits, and then this loss to Trinity. I mean, it's Fairview team. A lot of things going in the right direction. Hughes lays it up inside. That one rattles in. Cooper Hughes gets it to fall. Down to a 12-point game. You can bet there's going to be some press here. Good pass through. Here's Davis. He's got an open court in front of him.
Watch 15. Oh.
Davis lays it up, gets fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2. That foul going to be on Taylor. It should be his second.
And again, keep an eye, of course, on 5 and 35.
Yeah, Sims and Hughes both have 4 fouls. Got to watch out for that. Burke Lowry on the other side has 3 for Fairview.
But you feel a little bit better about it when you're up 12.
Maybe a little less physical maybe in certain spots as Nolan Davis knocks down the free throw.
I mean, just to think where the momentum was, when Will Allen, of course, with the ankle injury back in the first quarter, it was 15-11, Trinity leading. And it felt like all the air as that second free throw goes down left the building. And, Fairview stuck with it and is taking control here in the second half.
12 points for Nolan Davis. Pass inside, layup is up. That one is good as it rattles in. Sims gets it to fall. His third basket.
Great passing in the paint there. See this trap defense again.
He's finding a way through. Savion Harris, little floater, back iron, no good. Tipped out of bounds. It should stay with Fairview, and it will. Duncan tried to grab it. Now some words between Harris and Duncan there. Game for Carter Regan tonight, the freshman, number 15 for Fairview. He has 16 points.
Incredible game.
That ball tipped out, going to stay with Fairview again. Good defense by Hughes. Nolan Davis with 12. Burke Lowry with 11. Malik Walker with 6. This player stepping up with Will Allen out. He had 4 early points, then turned that ankle, and we haven't seen him since. He's in street clothes now on the sideline. Good backdoor pass. Taken away by Duncan. Aiden Duncan going to work inside, lay it up, and lay it in.
Man, that was pretty. That was pretty.
14 points for Aiden Duncan tonight. Down to a 10-point game with 3:18 to go here in the fourth. Bump, no foul call. They're going to let it play.
I thought it was clean.
Hughes going to step into a 3. That's no good. Over the back. No, they're going to call it a foul on Duncan, and it will be over the back. So it's going to be Fairview basketball. Second foul on Aiden Duncan. And a full timeout going to be taken by Fairview. 3:09 to go. 10-point lead for the Warriors AA. And what a fantastic, you mentioned the balance to a Fairview. Multiple guys stepping up in certain spots, making some big plays. Looks like maybe we're going to see, Carter Holiday, probably the freshman, check back in here momentarily, but able to just find spots. Certain points of the game, certain players started to step up more. That's how you can tell you're a really good team, when you find different guys that can step up throughout the game, not just one guy the entire game.
And well coached too. It's with Coach Barry, the entire coaching staff. Remember too, when Allen was hurt, Coach Barry actually stepped out for a few minutes, and the assistant coaches give major props too for keeping things afloat during Coach Barry's absence. And you're right, complete balanced effort, and to be locked in, it's one thing for upper class to be locked in like that, to be freshmen and take critical shots in the fourth quarter and make key critical shots in the fourth quarter on this team, very impressive.
Well, you love having that. It's almost you almost kind of spoil a little bit as a coach when you have a freshman like Regan who's able to hit these shots and score these points and these baskets in big moments. And again, freshman, he's got 3 more years after this to keep growing in this system. I mean, that's phenomenal. You're building with good balance throughout. How are they going to have the ball, dish it back out? Again, the press is here for Trinity, trying to get that ball back, and they do. Tipped away from Duncan.
One-on-one
Taylor,
matchup.
lays it up inside. No good. It falls in and out. Rebound pulled in by Holiday. Dishes off to Walker. Walker, a little skip pass over to Davis. Over to Holiday again. Regan will pass it up top to Lowry, and they'll try to reset, but some pressure coming. Good pass back door. Layup is up, and it's good. Regan knocks it down again. 18 big points for the freshman. 12-point lead.
And controlled at the baseline.
Last court, Duncan not taking that 3. What Trinity doesn't do is take too many shots. You may see Hughes pull a few as that layups inside. That's no good. Great defense by Lowry.
But their game is the paint, and Fairview has really neutralized that in the second half.
They played some great defense, staying in their spots, going straight up. That ball tipped through. Sims going to fight for it. Still on the floor. Walker, it's loose by his leg. Hughes now fighting for it. Walker has it. Timeout call by Fairview.
Wow!
Walker had to fight every second of that possession for that ball.
There are things that you just see like here, it's really, really, really good stuff. And for coach to recognize, get that timeout in, to secure that possession, absolutely huge.
Fantastic. 12-point lead with 2:05 to go in this fourth quarter. Fairview closing in on their 12th win of the season. Win would get them to 12-2 overall and 7-1 in the Metro Division. What a season for Fairview. You mentioned coming off a district title for the first time last year, AA, and you're building off of that so much. Of course, riding on not only this game, but this season for Fairview as they continue to work through and get some of these younger guys mixed in with some of the older guys on the team.
Well, I like the Morning Journal. They do a great job covering Fairview, some of the other teams here on the west side. I like what they said, though. It's like, hey, this Fairview team, you know, yeah, they won the district last year first time. They want to make it a habit. They want this to be the standard, not just say, oh, this is a cool thing that happened once. And they're on their way.
You're built up for it now with all the different talent they have as Lowry brings it into the forecourt. That ball taken away. Gets stealed by Cephas. He passes inside. Good move from Duncan, and he scores. Aiden Duncan, 18 points in that first game against Fairview. He's on his way there again.
This Trinity team loaded with effort. They are not, they're locked in, but now they're going to have to be aggressive again with steals.
So they have to. Is that one taken away again. Cephas pushing the ball. Goes in, that one gets tipped and goes. Sims, the ball was just outside. They're going to count it. 8 points for Sims, down to an 8-point game. Passing up Walker, swings it across. Lowry, good pass inside. Regan lays it up, hard finish, and he lays it in. 20 points for Carter Regan. 1:10 to go. Shots up. That one's no good off front iron. Tipped in, eventually pulled down by Davis. He'll pass it off to Lowry. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 10-point game. Walker has it. Holiday, three-pointer. Back iron, no good. Pulled in by Regan.
And that's been the story as well for the Warriors. The offensive boards.
45 seconds to go. Trinity's got to get up there. Foul called. Be careful if that's on Hughes. And it is. That's going to be on Hughes. That's 5. And that is going to conclude the night for Cooper Hughes. 14 points, including 9 in the first quarter, but foul trouble just took him out late.
I mean, he had to go in there and try to get that steal. I don't blame him for the last foul, but yeah, that was the story here in the second half. Really, since the start of the second quarter, we only had those 9 points in that opening frame.
It's going to send Malik Walker to the free throw line. He's got 4 made free throws in the game already. Looking for more with 43 seconds, trying to ice the game away. First one's up, and it's good.
Remember, Fairview had all those problems with the free throws in the first half. We make these here at the end. You can maybe erase.
And Savion Harris got check in for Carter Holiday. Took that first shot from the corner, almost made that basket, the freshman. Some good minutes tonight from 22 in white. As Walker lines up his second free throw. That one off back iron, no good. Pulled in by Cephas. He'll push into the forecourt. Trinity's got to go. Cephas pass inside. That ball tipped through. He gets it back.
Got to pull up.
Bennett going to pull a long three. That's off back iron, no good. Pulled in by Lowry. He'll dish off. Walker going to dribble in. 29 seconds to go in the game. 11-point lead for Fairview. That ball tipped through and taken. There was a foul in late.
Trinity does have the possession arrow.
I don't think that was a jump. That was just a foul. And if that was on Sims, that'd be his 5th. We'll see who they give it to.
Or just not a foul at all. Just
maybe just lost ball out of bounds, possibly. So yeah, Burke Lowry content with taking the ball here, and he'll eventually get into the forecourt.
He does have to cross the timeline.
They got 10 seconds to do it. Passing through. So Fairview's going to get this win tonight and get their 12th of the season and get their revenge game back. Foul called late as Davis was working around. Cephas gets called for it.
I know sometimes you get confused in terms of like, do we still get after it, or do we hold the guards?
A big proponent of playing till the final whistle.
Oh, absolutely.
Even when I was coaching too down in Copley, it was one of the things I always was like, hey, we're playing.
And this team is doing that.
And definitely a lot of effort from Trinity tonight. Tough loss for them as Davis misses his first free throw attempt. But Trinity obviously going to work their way through it. They're going to fall to 5-8, 4-2 in division, but still one of the better teams in the CVC Metro as Davis knocks down his second free throw. 6 seconds to go. Duncan will bring the ball into the forecourt. He'll dribble out the clock, and that is your final score. 57-45, 12-point win for Fairview. They avenge their only conference loss of the season and get the job done here tonight. Double A, your thoughts on the game?
Great game across the board. I know the score kind of got away from Trinity, but I thought overall the effort for both teams was really outstanding. The key was in the second half. You know, Trinity's game is they want to pressure inside. They want to get points and secure those buckets in the paint. Fairview did a great job with discipline in the paint on defense, not allowing those tough shots to fall for Trinity in the paint. And then on the other end, you got guys from across the spectrum. Who was going to step up with the absence of Will Allen? You're going to go through the stats here in a second. But, you know, Kyle's going to mention a lot of players because it was a balanced effort throughout. We saw freshmen make key shots in the fourth quarter and in the second half in total. And a very, very impressive win for Fairview in front of a standing room only crowd here on the west side.
Fantastic night, obviously. Let's go down the list. I mean, Carter Regan, the freshman, a fantastic game. He had 20 big points. Did a fantastic job tonight. Also, Nolan Davis, 13 points, the senior. The only senior.
Right.
Team able to step up and get some big shots there. Burke Lowry had 11 points tonight, but it was more of his rebounding and passing, even defense, too.
And leadership on the floor.
Oh, it was fantastic. You could tell he played quarterback. Malik Walker had
Can
7
you tell?
points.
I'd say the same about Aiden Duncan on the other side. You could tell who the quarterbacks are.
Yeah, Aiden Duncan had 16 points then as well. He stepped up big time for Trinity. It was a tough game for the Trojans, but they still find a way to battle till the end. Again, 12-point win for Fairview. Again, we mentioned 12-2 now. The Warriors improve. They go to 7-1 in the Metro. Trinity falls to 5-8 and 4-2 in the CVC Metro division. That's going to wrap it up tonight. Again, the final score 57-45. Fairview beats Trinity here on CVC TV. We'll see you next Thursday over at Beechwood. Have a fantastic weekend, folks.